Hello, 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 winning people. This is Sambuka, aka Mama Sam, for another diary entry. Today we are starting with our scripture, which is Psalm 59:9. Yah, you are my strength. I watch for you. Yah, you are my fortress, my Elohim, on whom I can rely. Yes. Empowerment is reclaiming your narrative. Empowerment is reclaiming your narrative. We're kind of continuing from yesterday, where we were talking about healing begins when you stop carrying the blame. When you are empowered, you can forge your own path, right? And you're literally making a path that was not created by anybody. You're literally taking out the shovel and the pitchfork and all the stuff that you need to go through rough terrain. Because if you've left your family of origin, for instance, or you left a work environment that was toxic, you now have to start a brand new path. Yes, you haven't been there before. No one else has been there before because no one has gone through the stuff that you've gone through. So you are reclaiming your narrative by forging a new path. Yes, your story didn't start with how they, quote unquote, defined you. It started with who you truly are. Now, do you remember going back? Some of the stuff that you used to do that they would be angry about, that is probably some of the stuff that you should be thinking about doing. There, I heard that when you are at a crossroads in your life, that is when the whole kerfuffle starts. And I can think back to a specific point in my life where I had a lot going for me, and my destiny, like I've said in a previous video, was derailed. Go back and think in your mind when you were coloring and it looked kind of good or whatever, and you brought it and you were expecting a congratulations and instead you got a criticism. That is probably something that you were supposed to be going towards, and the forces of evil that were working through these people were like, nah, Mina, you can't have she coloring better than you. Tell she terrible. And of course that was ingrained in you, but it's still there. That seed is still there. Reclaim your narrative. It means separating the facts from the version that they told you. Let's get back to that coloring thing again. They said you were terrible at coloring. Was that true? Probably not. Probably not. It was probably that you were good at coloring and they saw some sort of threat for a child coloring. Think about that. Like, when you think back to some of the things, you realize just how puerile they were. And that comes because I took Latin from the word puer, which means boy, childish. So they never really grew up and were able to express things. So now they want to take it out on you, a child yourself, who should be getting nurturing. That's not who you are. You're not their criticism. So you're allowed to reinterpret your past through a lens of truth. Like, I look back now on my childhood and realize that, wow. So you interpret it now from truth, not survival. What kind of craziness was it that I went through? Yes, it's valid. Speak your truth, even quietly. They don't have to agree with your truth. They don't have to agree that, yes, you got in trouble for everything that wasn't done by your siblings. They don't have to agree. You can hold that truth without them agreeing, because they probably won't agree, because their mind is not completely there, right? So you have to also acknowledge their mind is not completely there. Their mind has been taken over. We have to come to that conclusion. So acknowledge those things and claim the fact that you went through it. When you own your story, when you own your story, others lose the ability to control it. So when I go around now, I like I am still around one of my siblings, and I know that a shift has happened because of how this sibling behaves now. I stand in my power because the Most High has shown me that every step of the way there was somebody who witnessed stuff. There's someone who can say, yeah, I know that happened. Like, even to my ex-husband, there were people who witnessed him just flying off the handle. So I know there are witnesses for everything that has happened. And I stand in that power. And even if there wasn't a witness, the Most High has given me the confidence now that what I remember is not false. And they can make up their own narrative as much as they want, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm standing in my own narrative, my and reclaiming my own narrative. Your story didn't start with how they defined you. It started with who you truly are. Reclaim your narrative. Reclaim who you are. If you were a writer, reclaim that. If you were a singer, reclaim that. No, you may not make it to a Broadway show, but you can do local gigs. No, you may not have a best selling novel. Well, why not? Maybe you will. There are a lot of people who have become best selling authors late in life, and you can self publish your own book. Don't let anyone rewrite your story based on their version of events. Own your story and take back your power. You are the author of your life. You are the author of your life. You are the author of your life. So put that in the comments. I am the author of my life. I am claiming back my story. I am the author of my life. I am claiming back my story. So let's go back to the scripture. Yah is our strength. He watches for us. He's our fortress on whom we can rely. Tell the Most High, like, I am gung ho on my Most High. Like, He put us in our isolation wilderness season so that we can get closer to Him. So I am all for just being buddy buddy with the Most High. He knows all my stuff. He saw it all. So go to the Most High for your strength. Go to the Most High and ask Him for revelation if you are forgetting of some things. And if you're not ready to face some things, just hold off. But understand that you have to reclaim your own story. You are the author of your story, nobody else. And hold fast to that. Hold fast to that. Hold fast to that. All right. I hope that this encouragement was helpful for someone. And like I am saying now, remember to hit the like button, share it out to people, 2 people, 5 people, to people that may benefit from something like this. any scapegoat you know or anybody that you know that has been through some sort of gang stalking, send them here for some encouragement. Until tomorrow, this is Sambuka, aka Mama Sam, sending you acres of love. Salembe.